Our top story today, a Puerto Rican actor. He never thought he would get COVID-19 until he wound up struggling to breathe and fighting for his life. He's now sharing his story with our Christian Ramos as a warning to others.
After getting infected with the Delta variant of the COVID-19, Puerto Rican actor Jorge Alberti lived a near-death experience that changed forever his perspective of life.
I was feeling bad for like a week, but I thought it was a flu, because anybody can get a flu. So I went to the hospital to get tested and to check my symptoms. But they said that everything was okay with my oxygen. Next day, I was feeling worse. My oxygen went down to 76%, and that's fatal. I mean, that's very bad for your organs. I mean, they can stop working, So my wife said, hey, let's go to the hospital. So I went back to the hospital, and they checked my oxygen and everything. They put air, ventilate air to me to get oxygen, and they already had in the tests that I did the day before. So I came out positive.
Alberti, known for his roles in famous soap operas as Gata Salvaje, Patience, Dueña y Señora, and Vuélveme a Querer, wasn't vaccinated and spent 2 weeks hospitalized in critical condition in the ICU, placed on 2 respiratory ventilators.
They got me into the ICU, and at the moment I didn't think that I was anything bad. I mean, I thought that I just got a room, and they're gonna treat me, and I didn't think at the moment that I was gonna die or nothing like that. For me, it was a normal procedure, but everything got worse. My lungs were full of pneumonia. I was feeling very weak. I mean, I couldn't take my breath. I took the decision not to get the vaccine like long ago. I mean. But it wasn't something that I long term wasn't gonna do it. Was not gonna do it. I mean, I said let the vaccine, get tested for a year or so, and then I will get it. But I got the virus before getting the vaccine.
Alberti never thought that he could get infected to the point of almost dying because he has always maintained a healthy lifestyle and has always been in good health.
I'm a very athletic guy. I mean, I do a lot of sports. I take a lot of vitamins. I eat very healthy. Getting this virus and not be able to breathe, it's like it hit me in the face. It was like something that I wasn't expecting. I mean, in my life to go through something like that.
Alberti told us that he learned from his experience and now he's going to get vaccinated. Also, he's hoping his story to serve as a motivation for people to get vaccinated. Reporting from San Juan, Puerto Rico, Christian Ramos.
All right, thanks, Christian. Well, meantime, in Trinidad and Tobago, government will allow businesses to reopen next month, but only to those who are vaccinated. Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley said that from October 11th, fully vaccinated people ages 12 and older will be allowed to go to the movies, the theaters, the casinos, bars and restaurants, and gyms, which will be allowed to open at 50% capacity. Now, folks will still be required to wear face masks, except for when they're eating or drinking. Now, the minister in the office of the Prime Minister, Stuart Young, said all employees in the safe zones must be vaccinated, and the liability will fall on the business owners to ensure that the patrons are following protocols.
The owners of these safe zones are required to make sure that all of the employees operating in these safe zones, so for example, use a restaurant and a bar, all of the employees are fully vaccinated. They will also be required to have proof of vaccination of all of the employees operating in the safe zone on the premises. The patrons in these premises can only be fully vaccinated people who will be required to walk with proof of vaccination, their physical vaccination cards, to provide it to the enforcement officers. At this time, we're looking at the enforcement officers being the police service and public health officers.
Now, Young said business owners will be penalized if they fail to comply with these requirements.
If it is found that by the enforcement officers, the employees are not fully vaccinated, the owner of the establishment will be subject to a fine that we're working out now. And we're also looking at a tiered penalty system along the lines of, for the first infraction, you're suspended for a while. The second, maybe another suspension. And then the third, you're basically closed off from being a safe zone, and you may have to revert to, for example, only takeout service.
And now Prime Minister Rowley has warned that anyone using fraudulent vaccine cards, those fake vaccine cards, to get into the safe zones will be felt the full brunt of the law. And switching gears now, not much can ruin a cruise faster than the dreaded stomach bug, and not all ships are created equal for preventing it. The CDC says you're more likely to get sick on a bigger ship. Researchers looked at data from more than 150 outbreaks of gastrointestinal infection on ships from 2006 to 2019. They found that the bigger the ship and the longer the cruise duration, the more likely you are to become ill. Now, certain ports also seem to be more prone. For example, you're more likely to get sick on a ship departing from Los Angeles than Long Beach. And more outbreaks were associated with Fort Lauderdale than Miami. Now, norovirus is responsible for 90% of GI infections on ships. Now, that's because it's hard to clean surfaces and you only need to ingest a small amount to get sick. Experts say the best way to protect yourself is to simply wash your hands frequently. And it's a desperate situation at the U.S. border with Mexico as thousands of Haitian migrants are in limbo in Texas and in Mexico as the Biden administration struggles to get a handle on this crisis. Reporters were on the scene as migrants waded across Rio Grande hoping for a better life in the U.S. At one point, law enforcement in Mexico formed a human chain to stop people from getting across the river. The U.S. has flown more than 1,400 migrants back to Haiti. Tractors cleared part of a huge camp under the Del Rio International Bridge. More than 3,000 migrants still remain there. U.S. Democrats are fuming, and a Biden administration envoy to Haiti has quit in protest. Reporter Melissa Bell has more from Port-au-Prince.
A scathing letter of rebuke to the U.S. government and a high-level resignation. The American Special Envoy to Haiti, Daniel Foote, leaving his post in protest, telling the Secretary of State, Antony Blinken, on Wednesday that he will, quote, not be associated with the United States' inhumane, counterproductive decision to deport thousands of Haitian refugees from the U.S.-Mexico border. It comes as chaos intensifies at the Port-au-Prince airport. Migrants arriving in droves from encampments at the U.S. border with Mexico, they were deported en masse back to Haiti by the American government. Many longed for a better life in the U.S., desperate to escape devastating poverty, political unrest, and escalating gang violence in the Haitian capital. The former U.S. envoy describing the situation as so dangerous that American officials in Haiti are confined to compounds. But these Haitian citizens have nowhere to hide, forced to return to the homeland they were trying so hard to escape. Those words by the U.S. Special Envoy about the grinding poverty, the endemic violence, and the lack of basic resources here in Haiti also reflected in the assessment made by the Department of Homeland Security in the spring when it decided to accord special protected person status to those Haitians already in the United States. And yet, the Haitians being returned at the moment here in their hundreds every day haven't even been given the chance of applying for asylum. Many return after a treacherous, sometimes deadly journey, winding through South and Central America, some crossing nearly a dozen countries en route to the U.S. Some of those we spoke to tell us that once at the border, U.S. officials treated them more like inmates than exhausted refugees.
When we got to the U.S., they closed all the access points, and we could not go to buy food.
When we arrived in the U.S., the authorities put us on a bus and sent us to jail and said we would be released in 2 days. They put chains on our feet, around our stomachs, on our hands. They put us in cars and took us to the airport.
Some deportees tell us they didn't know where they were being taken when U.S. authorities ushered them onto a plane. It wasn't until landing back in Haiti that they discovered it was a return to where they'd started. A seemingly tragic end to a long and desperate journey, it appears, was all for naught.